So the trick was we felt like you had to continue the story, that if it was a sequel that just rehashed the same beats, it would be boring. And then when we discovered that 24-hour news was 1979, 1980, that's when ESPN, MTV came about. That's when we knew we had a second movie. That was really the key to the whole thing. Actually, the studio initially said, do you need this brick character? And wanted us to color. Because if you read it on the page, it reads insane. I mean, he has no relation to any scene. I told Steve, I go, you have no rules. You can literally walk out of the scene if you want. I told him, I said, you can look at the camera. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, the cameos were crazy. The one that I was like most delighted with was Liam Neeson. We pretty much got all of our wish lists. They all were excited to do it. The two that we tried that were just crazy, because we kept getting all these good people, and I said, we gotta try someone crazy. So we actually tried Barack Obama. We had a connection to the White House who didn't say no initially. And was like, you know, he might do this. This is nuts. And I voted for Barack Obama, but I was like, if he does this, I lose respect for him. And sure enough, I'm sure someone finally said to someone, and they were like, are you crazy? No, he's the president. So he said no. And then the other one we tried was Oprah Winfrey. But we were delighted. I mean, Kanye, that was another crazy one. I was actually talking to him about something else, which is insane in and of itself. And in the middle of our email exchange, I just said, do you want to come and do this? And he wrote back in all caps, fuck yeah.
I've always looked at it and said, you know what that movie's like? That movie's like the predecessor of Mad Men, which is you're taking a very specific period and you're following a very specific theme. And in that particular case, it's women coming into the workplace. Fill me in on sort of thematically, you know, are you trying to connect the same idea, or was there some new idea that you were running here?
Yeah, so we just thought there was this whole time before people cared about how they treated other genders or races, and before anyone cared about how much they drank, or, you know, when you could still punch a guy in the mouth and, like, they wouldn't call the cops. And we just thought what a strange period this was. And there was only 3 TV channels, and so it's probably a little bit from the same point of inspiration, but obviously we went a totally different direction than the creator of Mad Men, who actually, his kids go to my kid's school, so I always see him around. And we sort of look at each other from afar, knowing that we've done very different things.